Kazan, how you must have suffered to be here.
Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to show you a strat that nobody's even talked about. It doesn't even necessarily have to be Ozma. You can use this on any boss in the game. I call it the Rocky Balboa strat, because we're going to enter the fight just like Rocky. We're going to walk in anticipating getting our ass kicked. So we're going to tank all the damage, heal ourselves up, and then find our window of opportunity to counterattack.
Now I'll show you some trick or two.
So if you've tried everything else out there and it hasn't worked, give this a shot. I guarantee you're going to see results. Promise you. Giving up will only lead to resentment, which can be its own hell.
Well, if Coach would have put me in fourth quarter, we'd have been state champions, no doubt. No doubt in my mind. You better believe things would have been different.
So now if you guys are ready, bear with me here and I'm going to explain to you step by step what we're going to need in order to make our build work and how to use the build.
So for your helm, you'll either want the epic or legendary helm sold by the jar guy. The reason we want this helm is because it provides a set item requirement decrease of 1. This is crucial. Without this, none of what we're about to do will work. So make sure you have this on.
For our chest piece, we want the Crushed Dreams Pauldrons. This is part of the Crushed Dreams set, which drops from Elamane. To craft this, we'll need the Crushed Dreams Scroll, which can be found in Darien Castle during the Transcendental Sword mission. You'll also need the Northern Warrior's Blade, which is a legendary material, which again drops from Elamane in El Ravnica village. Now the reason we want this chest piece is because it gives us a 10% damage increase anytime we're fighting something one-on-one, which is most boss fights. The exceptions being Aratra the Spider in Skafa Cave. If you don't seal those 3 mine shafts, you can actually get some spiders during the final boss fight. Balerion the Dark Elf, who summons the Evil Dead to fight against you. And lastly, Troka, the Water Witch, who can summon every Pokemon under the sea during your fight. For our arms, we want the Crimson Fiend Wrist Guards. You can craft this at the blacksmith once you've found the Crimson Fiend's Scroll, which can be found during the Bloodied Sanctuary mission. It's on the bridge at the beginning of the level. The reason we want this is because it gives us a 15% damage increase anytime we're below 50% stamina. For our pants, we'll be using the Devourer's Leggings. To craft this, you'll need the Devourer's Scroll. You can find that during the mission The Vow. The reason we want this is because wearing this gives us another 10% damage increase that stacks with our prior one anytime we're fighting one-on-one. So this means we now have a 20% cumulative damage increase simply because we're using Confront and we're fighting one-on-one. Now for our boots. We'll be wearing the Beast Slayer's shoes. You can craft this if you have the Beast Slayer's Scroll, which can be found during the mission Why Have You Forsaken Us in El Ravnica Sector Number 4. You'll need the Beast Jawbone from Shakdala in Linen Mine to craft this, so make sure you put on some Plague Resist if you need to farm it. Wearing this gives us 10% damage boost while attacking him directly from in front, so face to face. For our necklace, we'll be using the Necklace of the Singing Hawk. To craft this, you'll need the Unending Tragedy Scroll, which hilariously is the perfect way to describe this fight, right? You can find the scroll during the Remnants of Chaos mission. Once you have that, you'll also need a Princess's Mirror, which drops from Princess Eliana. Now wearing this gives us a 15% damage boost whenever our stamina is above 50%. So that means we now have a 15% damage boost whether we're above or below 50% stamina. So to just quickly recap, our chest piece and pants are giving us a combined 20% damage boost, our arms and necklace are giving us 15%, and our shoes give us 10%. That's a combined 45% damage boost just from the pieces of armor we have equipped so far. Now I'm guessing for most of you, damage really hasn't been a problem. Although so far, what we've done is effectively maximize the amount of damage you are going to do. So if it wasn't a problem before, it's definitely going to be even better now. So then let's focus on what's really going to win us this fight. Because
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
So guys, when I fought him, the damage part really wasn't a problem. Although this method did kind of help me maximize my damage. But every time I fought him, and believe me, I fought this guy repeatedly, over and over and over.
I'm tired, boss.
I was barely getting to a second phase. I hadn't even seen his third phase. I mean, every single time it would go like this. I'd spawn, run up the Beauty and the Beast staircase, get to him. He would start showing me these new moves I'd never seen before. 45 seconds before I'd used up half of my Netherrealm energy. And then, by then, just kind of pointless.
I'm gonna die.
And then I did what I'm about to show you. Not only did I make it to his third phase, I beat him. So what did I do? I focused on defense. How did I focus on defense? I did 3 things. First, I put on this ring. I know, don't laugh. Just trust me on this. Throughout the entire game, I pretty much laughed at this ring. I mean, a 30% chance to half incoming damage? Come on, that by itself really isn't going to do anything. Let's be serious. However, when you combine it with this, it changes the game entirely. We no longer rely on our Netherrealm energy for healing, per se. Instead, we rely on these willpower orbs. Now I'm pretty sure they named these wrong, because it just makes sense to call them vitality orbs since they give you health, but no, they're called willpower. But anyway, these are going to be our main source of healing. We use our Netherrealm energy for the 30 seconds of 20% damage reduction, and in the meanwhile, we use these orbs in case we need to heal. We have 20 of them. Now, if you need these, you can actually go and farm these, purchase them if you want to, from the Bard. You can find him at the church level, you can find him at the poison spider level before the boss fight, you can find him at the dragon temple, and you can find him during the mission against, I believe it's Princess Ileana. He's somewhere in the mid level of the tower. Now, anytime you want to use one of these, you need 3 orbs of spirit. So the game plan is to make sure we don't just use our spirit randomly. We want to save it strictly for healing. We're going to basically rely on normal combos, with heavy attack and light attack, and save our spirit for healing. So if you haven't already, make sure you go and respec your basic skills into generation of spirit for you during this fight. From attacking, from taking damage, from dodging, from brink guarding, all those. Just max them out. And finally, the only other consumable we will be equipping is this one. The Special Cleanse Potion. Because Ozma's going to hit you with fire, he's going to hit you with frost, he's going to hit you with chaos, and the last thing you want to do is sit there and fumble through your pockets trying to find the right antidote.
Akoyas vakta vokol, livayuk meilto tile, tas tokolachililante. Churches used to.
So this will allow you to just clear all. It's going to help immensely because you just have to tab once to get this out and tab again to go back to healing. Now if we had the ability to hold down like the D-pad like we do in like Souls games or Sekiro, then it will be different. You can equip as much as you want because you can always go back to the beginning. Sadly, we can't do that yet.
Well everyone, thank you for watching my video. If this helps you beat Ozma, let me know in the comments, and see you all next time.